Time for the main event!
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you like the content, hit the subscribe button, leave a like down below, make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss out any future videos. With that out of the way, patch 1.10 is just around the corner. Over on the X page for WWE 2K Games, they posted a new video for the updated entrance for Demolition. Now, why does this matter? Why is this significant? Well, it's because a lot of fans were complaining about Demolition's entrance to where they don't take their masks off during the entrance and show their cool face paint. Badass entrance theme, by the way. That's probably one of the best entrance themes I've ever heard. You know, here comes the X, here comes the Smasher. It's freaking. I've been listening to that at work a lot. It's awesome. Anyway, with that being said, I made a wish list of things that I hope get addressed in this patch. Just so there's no confusion, nothing has been patched yet. There's rumors going around that it could happen any day now. I think it'll happen Friday, which sucks for me because I work on Friday. And of course, it'll probably drop early, and I won't be able to get to it until I get home, so I'll be at a disadvantage. But I think it'll be either Friday or Monday, because Monday is Monday Night Raw, and they probably want to have some positive information going on into the show, kind of like piggyback off the show, or maybe even Tuesday morning. Who knows? All I know is that patch 1.10 is just around the corner, and here is my wish list for almost every single mode that I would like to see, things that bug me, and I don't think they'll get addressed, but who knows? They've been listening to the fans as far as every other mode's concerned this year. They listened to us for the Ringside Pass. They listen to us for other things. Like, I feel like the game is not as crazy in the offline modes now. The one thing they have not listened to the fans for, although they did a little bit, is MyFaction. MyFaction still remains the most heated subject in this game, and it's hilarious to me that everybody claims they hate it, but every YouTube talks about that mode almost exclusively. Like, you guys realize there's 50 other modes in this game, right? The community realizes there's 50 other modes in this game, right? Go play those other modes. Screw MyFaction. Stop supporting it, stop promoting it, and move on. Anyway, mini rant done. Here is my wish list for Creators Championship. We're going to start with that. I finally made my own custom championship. Keep an eye on the channel. I'm going to show it off eventually. I think it turned out really, really good this year, but I had to do a little workaround because the features I used last year no longer work. And it kind of forced me to use tools outside of the game to get the desired look that I wanted for the belt, and I'm kind of glad I did it because it looks way better this year than my championship has ever looked. I might show a little sneak peek in the video here as we're talking. But anyway, so number one for Creative Championship, there's only two things really. The first thing is using a custom image will put it behind any relief parts, so you can't really mix and match like we could in older games. This really limits custom championship designs for fantasy made-up promotions. It's like they did it on purpose, so we don't use the mode anymore. Either that, or it's just like an oversight or a glitch or something. Currently, if you try to use one of the relief designs, which is what I used to do, use it as my background, you can't put custom images over it anymore. Before, I would take pretty much the NXT Championship because I liked how it looks on the outside, like the cool outline of it. And then I would use the NXT actual plate and make it really, really dark, and then put my mask on it and really kind of design my own championship with that as a base. Unfortunately, we can't do that anymore because it puts the relief, no matter what, currently, over your custom image. And that really just kind of bogs down the creativity you can use with the in-game parts. Now you can upload your own images and go that route and do all that, but it would be really cool if we could go back to the way it's been forever, like the last 5-6 games you could be able to do this, and allow us to just be able to put anything on top of anything. They even got rid of, or it glitched out and it just got rid of automatically, the ability to move images back and forth so that it's in front of this or behind this, in front of this, behind this. So basically the mini layer system it had built into the Creative Championship, and I don't know why that we've got rid of this, and the fact that it's not in any of the modes. We're talking create an arena, create a superstar, mainly for the face paint. I don't know why we don't have a face paint tool where we can just layer this way. I mean, literally all you're doing is positioning it to where it's behind this or in front of this, behind this or front of this. Maybe there's an issue where it makes the game crash, but that alone, that's my number one biggest complaint with this entire game. And they took it out a couple games ago, I want to say 2K22, where you can no longer adjust the layer system. We need the layer system back. It makes it so much easier, because if you're trying to build your mask or a championship or anything, and you're trying to use different layers to really get a cool overall design, you have to literally know what you want to make from the beginning and then build it that way and then have it layered that way. Because if you want to go back and change this one thing, you're going to start completely over to change that one thing to really get the desired look. And it just, that's my number one pet peeve with the Create a Wrestler, the Create a Championship, all the Creation Suite modes. We need this layer system back. And it would just make things so much easier. I'm sure the creators like What's the Status would love that too. Anyway, number 2 for Create a Championship is more material options. We need more championships. I'm talking neon lights, championship options, different light levels of metallic intensity. Because right now, if you go to metallic in other modes, it's like super intense. You need to be able to adjust it so it's not so metallic. Copper, silver, gold, platinum, diamond. Why don't we have a diamond material or a platinum? That'd be awesome. Monster material where it looks like it's alive and has eyeballs and stuff, kind of like a Finn Balor look or a Bray Wyatt look type thing. That would be pretty cool. Go a little nuts, go a little out there, since they are doing the more arcadey, nutty things. That would be something really cool for the material options, and not just for Create a Championship, but for all modes. But to start, for creating your championship, it'd be nice to have gold as a material. I don't know why we don't have gold as a material. Steel is in there. It's the only metal that's in there. Oh, it's steel. There you go. Where's copper? Where's bronze? Where's platinum? Where's frickin' gold? You're making a championship. Where the hell is the gold material? Oy. Anyway, so there's that. That is the second thing for Create a Championship. Now on to Create an Arena. The interface. Holy hell. Trying to navigate the interface and make it change the arena or a certain aspect of the arena that you really want needs a massive overhaul. Now, this probably won't happen with a patch. They're probably going to have to do this in a future iteration of the game. The whole interface just needs to be tossed out, and they need to start over. The Create an Arena, if they have to remove it for a year, so be it. Get the damn thing so where it's much easier to navigate and get things done and position things. It just needs a massive overhaul. It's like they threw it together in one year's game when they first introduced it, and they haven't done anything with it since. Like, the only thing they did to it this year was add LED barricades, and it didn't really help anything else. It's like that's it. That's all they added. Number 2 for Create an Arena is bring back custom logo pattern ability for every section of the mode. Why can't I use custom images as a pattern for barricades anymore? Or mats, or ring aprons? Back, I forget which game they removed this in. It might have been 24 or 25, where on the barricade alone, you could take an image that you uploaded and basically make it a pattern across the whole thing, or have it repeat across the whole thing. Now, the barricades, you can only put it like one little image, or you could stretch out an image on one. You can use the in-game patterns this year. They took that, glitched out last year and wouldn't work last year, at least for me on PlayStation. So this year you still can't use your own custom images for it, because that would go a long way. I don't even want to use barricades anymore. I'll just put the crappy metal ones up like we do in old school shows or indie shows. We had those cool metal barricades for our indie shows where I wrestled. Anyway, I'll just use those because it annoys me so much that those barricades cannot be changed or cannot have a pattern on it. It kind of ruins the overall aesthetic of what you're trying to go for sometimes. So that just needs to be totally fixed, and I don't know why they broke it and they never fixed it. It baffles me. I'm so annoyed by this. I can't even think straight and continue talking at the moment. Anyway, number 3, and I feel like this is an easy fix, is camera angles for editing. Enable free camera while actually editing the ring. I had the camera go into the ceiling multiple times when I was trying to adjust the flooring for the ring, and I'll even have a clip in the video so I could see what the F I was editing. I had to go change a few things, edit it, and then I have to go back to the main menu, hit the camera option, and go look at it manually afterwards. And it makes it very difficult to try to adjust things on the fly. So give me full camera control to where I'm moving around and I can just go look at what I'm editing. Because even when you do the ring aprons around the actual ring itself, if you have the LED one up, it focuses on that and you can't see what you're actually adding to the aprons. You have to wait until afterwards and go look at it that way. Or just remove the LED apron altogether, and they just need to overhaul this whole mode. I would be fine with them taking it out for a year. There'd be tons of backlash. But if they fixed it and brought it back that following year, I feel like everybody would forgive them and be like, okay, cool, you did a huge overhaul of the mode, but you have to be transparent about it. You have to tell them, this is why it's removed, so we could fix it next year. I mean, no matter what, people are going to complain, but at least they'll know that's why it got removed. Because if you just remove it and don't say anything, oh my god, the backlash would be insane. Like, oh my god. Alright, on to create a superstar. Add in the body paint tool from the Nintendo Switch 2 version to all platforms. I don't know why I would take the time to make this cool, awesome thing. I know that they probably don't trust the PlayStation 5 or Xbox users with an actual paint tool because you know exactly what they would do with it. And on Switch, their rules are a lot more strict. They probably won't let you upload anything with that tool in there. So maybe they were just trying to find something to use with the mouse controls to give you a reason to buy the Switch 2 version. Because, let's face it, I love my Switch 2. I think the game runs great on Switch 2. But when it comes to graphics, loading speed, and options, when it comes to like being able to download and upload stuff on their servers for, creative wrestlers and all that kind of stuff, it is more limited. It is more strict. So you are getting the most inferior version of the game. I don't care if you love the Switch 2 or not. It is the least inferior, or it's the most inferior version of the game, except for this cool new image tool. So yeah, so you can paint your whole body. Man, I really wish, at least add it to the PC version. It baffles me PC has mouse and keyboard, and you don't have that as an option on PC. I mean, literally, it's right there. Mouse controls. Just put it on PC. Oy. Anyway, number 2 for Create a Superstar is add in the option to use patterns on clothing. It's in the game for Create an Arena. It's also in the game for Create a Championship when you use it on the strap. And I forgot to mention in the Create an Arena part, they have the tiling feature for custom images on the belt. Why can't we use it on the arena? That doesn't make sense to me. Also, or for at least the barricades anyway. Also for Create a Wrestler for clothing, why can't we use our custom images as patterns for the clothing too? I mean, like, it's literally right there. Anyway, on to the Ringside Pass. Now, for the Ringside Pass, these are super easy things that I could see them adding, or at least, and if anybody else is asking for, is give me the ability to claim all unlocks. So a claim all unlocks option. If you have multiple tiers unlocked from playing the game and you haven't claimed everything yet, let me claim them all at once. It's super annoying to unlock one by one as I go through the thing. It's like, oh, redeem all. That would be nice, because then you don't have to sit there and click on every single... There's 40 freaking things and 2 tiers, so that's what, 80 things? That's 80 things you got to go through and it's annoying. It's annoying. And I know it's a simple thing, it's a personal gripe, but just redeem all. I mean, do they really want you to look at everything you get? Maybe there's something on their end to where it can't redeem all and it'll screw up, but I feel like that should be an easy fix. Second thing for the Ringside Pass is, please, for the love of God, remove the Ringside Pass progression bar that appears in almost every single mode on the menu screen, including the cutscenes in MyRise. It's an effing eyesore. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, up in the upper right corner, it says what tier you're on and progressed and all that kind of stuff, and it appears in pretty much every single mode. And I'm surprised it doesn't appear during matches. If it did, I think there'd be a lot more hate and backlash about it, because it's there when you're creating your superstar. It's there when you're creating your championship. It's there when you're creating your arena. It's there when you're creating literally everything except for your entrance. It's there when you're playing matches, or not matches, in the menus, talking to people in MyRise. So it kind of takes you out of the scene for the storyline. Like, there's a storyline going on, their heated argument, whatever, talking back and forth, and the damn thing is sitting right there. You're at this tier. Please remove it. It's not good to look. And even when you're on the island, walking around on the island, that should be something that's either only on the Ringside Pass section or when you're paused. Like, if you pause the game at any point, that's when that should show up. It should not be sitting there like just shoved in my face the entire time I'm playing the game, because it's annoying and it's an eyesore. So please remove the Ringside Pass progression thing that's stuck up at the upper right corner in almost everything you do in the game. So simple little thing. Next up is MyFaction. Now, again, I don't play this mode like at all, but there's one thing that annoys me and that would get me into the mode if they change this one thing alone, is stop requiring players to own certain cards to even have a chance at doing a live event to unlock the card. Have the player play it 50 times to unlock it without the card, or if they have the card, they can get it when they complete it once. So basically what I'm saying here is if you don't have the required card to face the card to even have a chance at it, because some of them require a complete set of cards, just have me beat the thing 50 times. That'll still incentivize people to spend the money to open the packs, but it also gives you an option if you don't want to spend the money and you have extra time, or you just really want one card. I'm mainly speaking about the Jade Cargill card with that awesome attire she has. I want to use that for my created wrestlers if it in fact unlocks for created wrestlers. But it's totally locked out. There's cards that you need from previous live events, so I'll never get it. And that just pisses me off. It makes me not want to play the mode even more. It's like, oh, I'll miss out on a future one. No, I'm done. I don't care. I'm over it. I'm not going to play the mode. So stuff like that those little things, give me alternate options is what I'm saying to unlock things in MyFaction. You can keep it just as hard. You can keep the requirements for the cards you need to face it, but give me an alternative way to earn it. So that way you're rewarding players who've bought all the cards. All they have to do is beat it once and they get it. And then you reward the players who actually have time to play the game and beat it 50 times. There you go. I mean, come on, 50 times? You're still going to get people to spend money on the cards. I feel like that's a fair option. Maybe 25 times, so it's not so grindy. But 50 times. Not 100. If you do 100, nobody will ever do it. If you do 50, I could see someone sitting there doing it 50 times, beating the damn thing 50 times, and then boom. They finally unlock it. Oh, thank God. Maybe I'll get the cards next time. There are ways to do this to keep the players happy, but also give them incentive to save money. There's a give and take here, and they're just taking for MyFaction. Anyway, that's what I have. My 2 cents for MyFaction. Now on to other stuff. The bonus round. Kelly needs a hair fix. That's number 1. Obafemi needs his entrance fixed. The fact that they fixed the demolition entrance gives me a little hope that they could do this with the Kelly and the Obafemi stuff. Number 3, put the fun mayhem match type with the goofy weapons on every platform. It obviously won't have the motion controls, but all the other stuff should be on all platforms. Seems like a waste to only have it on the Switch too. Now what I'm talking about here is there's a exclusive match type called Motion Mayhem on the Nintendo Switch 2, which I covered on my channel, and nobody else covered it until Smack Talks did a couple weeks ago. Shout outs to Smack Talks. Basically, you have cool motion controls. You have these goofy weapons with explosions and boxes that have like grenades and all this kind of stuff. You have a hammer that knocks them flying like a cartoon. Put that match type in the game on all platforms. Obviously, it'll still have exclusive elements because only on the Switch 2 will it have motion controls. So that could be an exclusive thing for Switch. You don't need the whole thing to be exclusive. I think this would be awesome across all platforms. Number 4, bring back filters from 2K19. They had a cool cel-shaded feature that made the entire game look like a cartoon, or Borderlands if you will. It was awesome, and I would love more of that. So there you have it. There is my wish list for WWE 2K26's patch 1.10. Quite a long-winded list. I'm not sure how long the video will be by the time I'm done editing it. Its ticker here is on to 26 minutes, so yeah. Anyway, if I missed anything or if there's certain things that you want to see fixed in the patch 1.10 or changed or added, sound off the comments below. Thank you for watching, and as always, stay frosty.